Hey there, I just wanted to share with you on how I get ready for Thanksgiving. And one of the things I wanted to touch base on is kind of what Thanksgiving is to me now. So since the Thanksgiving tale that we know is actually kind of a harmful lie, I'm thinking of better ways to celebrate the day. And so the more I learn about the real history, I definitely feel some bitterness and resentments, grief, and I really don't want to feel that way about Thanksgiving. And so I'm trying to change my focus on how I practice Thanksgiving, and I'm choosing to honor the cultures that were or almost lost. I'm focusing on values of happiness, togetherness, generosity, gratefulness, gratitude, and of course food. All right, let's talk Thanksgiving. Prepping is all about backwards planning. So figuring out what time you're going to be serving your Thanksgiving dinner and then working your way backwards. And I'll show you my calendar to schedule certain dishes in and desserts and that whole thing. I usually recommend coming up with your menu and your timeline like 2 weeks before if you can, but at minimum probably 4 to 2 days before Thanksgiving. You can still pull off a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. Now you can use a spreadsheet, you can just write down your schedule on a piece of paper, you can put it in your calendar with some sort of app or anything. You can do whatever way you want to, but I do suggest getting it written down somewhere that you can double check your timelines and check things off as you go. During this prep period too, so as soon as you can, figure out what you're going to be serving that day. So what you're serving, who's making what, and come up with a Thanksgiving menu essentially. Kind of where to begin is hopefully 2 weeks, but at minimum 2 days. You want to think things over. You want the 2 week period really for those DIY projects and crafty things. That's why I buffered in that much time, because some people like to make projects, games, etc. So you'll want some time to actually make those and get them implemented. So Saturday or Sunday before Thanksgiving, if you have a large turkey, so I would say larger than 16 pounds, larger than 14 pounds, you want to pull that out and put it in your fridge. If you have a smaller turkey than that, you can get away with pulling it out on Monday or maybe Tuesday, but it really should be pulled out Monday to be sure. And this is the time where I like to clean my fridge. I'll make my grocery list off of the menu that I put together that I'm making, and I will go through my pantry and my fridge to see what supplies I already have, check those off, and then I'll be able to really go to the store knowing what I need to get. So you've got your turkey, you got your groceries, your fridge is cleaned. Next, I would nip up any projects or chores around the house that need to be done. So if you're halfway through blowing out your gutters, I would finish that. If you are trying to put trim up around your door frame, finish that. Finish up those last minute projects you've been putting off forever. Get them done. If you can, decorate as much or as little as you want to. Really clean up your house well. So get those vents, clean the fan, wipe things down. Just get it clean, like all the surfaces at least wiped off. Some splotchy paint and extra things I couldn't clean off of my kitchen cabinet, the lower, so I ended up just pulling out the black paint and finally just touching up all of the lower cabinets. It literally took me 25-35 minutes, and I'm so glad that I did. It's Saturday.
Maybe the Halloween stuff away.
Yep, we're gonna put the Halloween stuff away, and then we're going to bring out the winter Thanksgiving and Christmas decorations.
Oh yeah.
And decorate, dust, kind of put things away as we go, pull the turkey out.
What?
And So 2 days before Thanksgiving, so Tuesday, you'll want to, what I'm doing is I'm gonna make my pie crust. I'm making 3 times the batch amount because I'm making quiche, making apple pie, and I wanna make sure that I have enough. The next thing I'm also making are my rolls. So I'm going to make the dough. I'm going to freeze it so that I can just make them or pop them in the oven the day of Thanksgiving. I'm also going to Tuesday night make my brine so that it's nice and cool for my turkey to go into then on Wednesday morning. And then I'm also making my pumpkin puree. I'll make my mini quiches, and I'm going to tear up the bread for making the stuffing. All right, cool. So now, one day before, Wednesday a.m., I'm going to put the turkey in the brine. I put it in a bag, put it in the brine. I will link my recipe below. I make sure that I'm kind of like fluffing up my stuffing to make sure the bread gets nice and dry. The next thing I will do is start cleaning the house, refilling soaps, smelly good plugins, that sort of thing, vacuuming, cleaning out the couch, making sure the kids are still picking up their rooms. Then I'll rearrange the furniture and I'll make sure that the table is set. So it'll essentially be ready. I'll figure out where dishes are going to be placed and stuff. I'll even write it down on a piece of paper so that I know where they go. Next PM, so Wednesday night, I'll prep the corn casserole, I'll prep the cranberry salsa, I'll make the apple pie, and I will pick out clothes for the family so that Thursday, the day of Thanksgiving, is ready to go. So then the day of Thanksgiving, I will get up at about 6 o'clock. I'll make sure that the oven gets preheated. I'll kind of do my groove of things, some coffee, that sort of thing, breakfast for the family. I will prep and cook the turkey, so it needs to be in by 7:45 at 350 degrees, and it'll cook for about 5 hours and 45 minutes. Then I will have the Macy Day parade on, get movies going, music. I'll make sure that me and the kids are getting ready. Then I will be able to put the mac and cheese in. 1.5 hours before people show up, I will prep candles, quick do a tidy around the house. So then, an hour before people show up, I will take out the turkey. I'll put in the casseroles. About 30 minutes, I'll make the rolls. I'll make the gravy. I'll cut the turkey and then put it back in the oven covered so that it stays warm. I will put in the apple pie, and then about 15 minutes before dinner, which our dinner is at 2 p.m., I will take all the food out so that it's ready to be served and it is beautiful. I'm excited to have some really good food and enjoy the company of my family. So all in all, Thanksgiving to me means a day to celebrate my American culture and embrace all the other differences that we have as a nation. The land that we live on, the opportunities and success of our brothers, sisters, wives, and husbands. I embrace the hopefulness and optimism for our future as people and family. I have gratitude I'm grateful for what we've all overcome, things that we share and things that we don't. I'm also very thankful for everything that we have, and sometimes all we have are memories, and sometimes we're more fortunate to have the real thing. So I have so many things to be grateful for: a roof over my head, a supportive family, husband, kids that love me and that I love, and many more years of health, wealth, and happiness to come. So I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Take care. I'll see ya.